Yo, I'm Brendan, and this is the biggest change to Acorns in years. Not only has the price increased, but the features have also been seriously increased. So let's talk about what these changes mean. Has Acorns gotten better or worse as a result? How does it stack up against its most logical competitor now, Robinhood? And finally, I've got at least 4 things I don't like about these changes, and I'll outline those at the end of the video. So let's go. First off, the new feature, the main headline thing is that Acorns Later is getting a match. If you've forgotten, Acorns Later is just an individual retirement account that you can open within Acorns. It was available on all 3 of their pricing tiers before, and it was the same on all 3 of them, but no longer. Now, if you have either of the 2 higher plans, you have access to the match. The Personal Plus plan gets a 1% match, and the Premium plan, the one on the very, very top, gets a 3% match. And in my opinion anyway, there wasn't a lot of incentive to get that top premium level plan unless you wanted those family finance features of the investing account for kids and the debit card for kids. Unless you had to have those and had to have them all built into Acorns, it just wasn't that appealing of a plan, even though that's the one I'm paying for. But now the fact is that that premium plan will more than pay for itself with this big of a match. So as an overarching like umbrella description, the contributions you put into the IRA get matched, but we need to get more specific so that you know exactly how this will or won't help you to invest more, grow your net worth, buy all the finest burritos and race cars in the land, and otherwise accomplish your dreams. So very specifically, what money is getting matched here and what money is not getting matched? The only things that are getting a match are your recurring contributions, your one-time contributions, and your paycheck split contributions. The following things are not getting a match at this time. Rollover contributions. So if you roll over an old 401k from a past job, that's not getting matched. Your IRA transfers from another brokerage to Acorns, not getting a match. Dividends and rewards are also not getting a match. So think of it this way. It's new money going into your Acorns Later account that's getting the match. Very importantly here, your Acorns Invest account is not getting a match of any kind. This is only for the retirement account. So it doesn't apply to the Acorns Early, which is the custodial account for kids. Doesn't apply to your taxable brokerage with Acorns. Nothing but that retirement account. Think of it as new stuff in the retirement account, getting a 1 or 3% match depending on what tier you pay for. That's it. Thankfully, the match does not count towards your annual IRA contribution limits. So if you're under 50 years old in 2024, that's $7,000 per year you can put in there, which is a good chunk of change. So if you're in that middle tier, the $6 per month Personal Plus, that means you'll get up to $70 per year if you max out your IRA. If you're in that highest tier, the premium one, you can get up to $210 per year, which more than pays for itself if you're maxing out your IRA. Then the cool thing is you get even more match if you're over 50 and you max out your IRA because the limits are higher. So for 2024, over 50-year-olds can put in $8,000 per year, which means at that Personal Plus tier, you can get $80 as a match, or at the premium tier, you can get $240 as a match. But, and this is a big but, you do not just get the money and run. This is not a simple way to get the match and have it right away. There's a massive vesting period here. Acorns requires that you hold on to the money for 4 years after each match. So if I put money in today, July 1st, 2024, I will get a match on that, and then I can't keep the match unless I keep it in there for 4 years. So July 1st, 2028 is when that money will fully be mine. Up until then, it could get taken back. And I'll tell you exactly how in just a minute. First, wait, we're getting money from Acorns. Are we going to get taxed on this or what? How does this work? Like, taxable income is a thing. And the answer is it depends on whether or not you leave the money alone and then which IRA you choose. So if you don't leave the money alone and you withdraw your contribution before that 4-year holding period is up, Acorns is just removing the match anyway. They're taking it right back, so you don't have to worry about it. You haven't made the money. There's no taxable income to speak of. It's not yours anyway. But if you leave the match and the money in there for the 4-year holding period, and it's actually yours at that time, then it depends on which IRA you've chosen. And so with the traditional IRA, you're going to get taxed whenever you're pulling that money out for retirement, and that's the opposite of a Roth IRA. So with a Roth IRA, your max will be tax-free at retirement, because that's how Roth IRA works, but you're going to owe taxes on it sooner. You pay taxes on it up front, then you don't pay taxes on it in the future. Either way, I don't think you need to be worried too much about taxes. We're talking about a max of $240 per year of income. So even if you've got a Roth IRA, you're above 50, you max it out, you get that full $240 in a single year, it's not going to be a huge tax bill either way. So it's not worth sweating over the tax side of things. In my opinion, I'm not a tax advisor, but I don't think it's a huge deal. So now let's get into the different ways that you could potentially lose the match, one of which is if you downgrade your subscription. So logically, if you've kept the money in there for past that 4-year holding period, then it's yours. You can downgrade as much as you want, you can close your account, you can do anything that your heart desires, and the match is still yours. But if that 4-year holding period hasn't gone by yet and you completely close your account, you're going to lose that match. They're taking the full thing away because you didn't serve the term. If you downgrade your account instead and you go from, let's say, that premium tier down to the middle tier, the personal one, then they're going to take away the difference between those two. So they're going to remove 2/3 of the match to get you down to that 1% level. So there's no real way to like game the system, you know, get the premium tier, throw $7 grand at it, and then downshift the next day. They'll just take out the difference. It's not really like a finished deal until the 4-year term is up, no matter how you slice it. So then the next logical question is, what happens if you withdraw money from your Acorns account? Well, they say on their website that if you withdraw from your IRA before the end of the 4-year holding period, Acorns will remove certain match amounts from your account balance, and they'll calculate that during the withdrawal process. And the summary of this is that they're going to take out a proportional amount that you've removed. So let's say you put in $100 and they matched 1%, so they matched you $1 on July 31st, 2024. Then they say that means any deposit made must remain in your account until July 31st, 2028 to avoid the match being removed. But if you do take out $50, they'll remove 1% of the $50. They'll take out 50 cents. If you remove the whole $100 you put in there, they'll remove 1% of that, or $1. So you see, they're going to remove whatever your match percentage is based on how much you withdraw. And if you withdraw more than that, like let's say you totally empty the account, they're only ever going to remove your match percentage. They say they'll remove only up to the match amount, which is $1 in this example. So this doesn't mean that your money is locked up in there for forever. You can't touch it. If something happens, it's like, oh no, I'm going to lose all my match, or it's not like they're going to tax you, 1% on your whole entire account balance. They will only ever remove the amount that you are matched, never more than that. But then we hit this last paragraph in this section, and it made me reread this like 4 times because I went, hold on. Are they saying what I think they're saying? Because I don't totally understand this and it doesn't seem fair to me. And I could be wrong, but I think I'm reading it correctly. So what they say is, this deduction applies to the removal of any funds within the 4-year holding period, except in the case of someone dying. It doesn't apply if the market goes up or down. The removal of any funds, not just the funds since July 1st, 2024. So if I had $100,000 in the account before this change rolled out, then I contributed to my IRA for a few years starting now, and I wanted to pull the money out for whatever reason, they're saying I will automatically lose match proportional to the withdrawal amount up to the total match. I feel like somehow it would be nice if they could differentiate between the new and old money in some way. Because if I had 100 grand in the IRA beforehand, let's say I had a Roth IRA and I was saving up in there knowing that I could withdraw it if I needed to for like a home down payment. No penalties, no taxes to do that. Roth IRAs are super cool like that. And then I'm dutifully investing more into the IRA just because I take money out of that, what feels to me like the original balance. The fact that then they're going to remove that match from the new money contributions just feels a little bit unfair to me. I don't know if there's a way to differentiate that in the software or to kind of draw a line there to make sure that that makes sense. But I wish they were able to differentiate the two pools of money, because it almost feels like if for whatever reason you're withdrawing money out of it, you're going to lose your match. Like that's like the first thing off the top, you're losing that. And that's the perfect segue into the section about things I don't like about these new changes. So that was the first one, the one we just talked about. Then the second thing is increasing the price. So the base level Acorns personal plan remains at $3 per month. That's basically as cheap as you can have Acorns. I know there's probably a few people out there who are still grandfathered into that $1 per month. Good for you. But for anybody kind of starting today, $3 per month is as cheap as you can get. Then the next level up is this Personal Plus plan, and that was $5 per month yesterday. But starting today, it's $6 per month. And that at least enables you to get this IRA match. It gets you in the door of that 1% match, and it gets you the Mighty Oak card and other things. So I think it's a decent tier. I just am a little bummed that the price went up. And then the Acorns premium plan had a big jump. So it went from $9 per month to $12 per month. But the way the price has increased for each of these tiers is not equal. The way I'm reading this is the middle tier, the Personal Plus tier, was $5 per month. Now it's $6 per month for everyone, no matter what. Even if you are only ever comfortable paying $5 a month, now you're forced to pay $6 per month and get this new feature. That's not the same way the price increase has happened with the premium plan. This does feel like they've actually catered a little bit to the legacy Acorns users, those of us who have been paying for premium, because their website here says existing customers before July 1st, 2024 will stay at $9 per month, at least for now. And even with us grandfathered in at that price of $9 per month, we still get the 3% match on new contributions. So that's really cool. We're getting the full feature set without being forced to pay that new price. But anybody who has upgraded their account on or after today, July 1st, 2024, is stuck paying the maximum price, $12 per month for the premium plan. So like if you were in the Personal Plus plan, you watch this video and you're like, yeah, I want that 3% match. You can't get in at $9 per month anymore. you've got to go all the way up to $12 per month. So you're effectively more than doubling what you were paying for Acorns to get that 3%, which can work if you're maxing out your IRA anyway. Because if you were committed to doing it, this is just gravy on top. It'll cover the cost of Acorns for you, plus you get a little bit more on top of that. Like, it's pretty great, but you've got to be contributing a significant amount to your IRA. So I feel like if somehow Acorns could have finagled a way to do this without raising the prices at all, that would have been like a really awesome value proposition. But I'm guessing that's partially how Acorns was able to even make this change happen, to make the match a thing, because it's kind of like whenever you open a gym, like the Planet Fitness business model is, a lot of people come in and they pay the membership whether they use the features there or not. They may not use the showers and the Smith machine, the dumbbells and the treadmills and all that stuff, but they're paying out either way. And I think Acorns is kind of planning on a similar model happening here, because you actually have to activate this feature. They give you instructions here on their website that says, how do I get a later match? And it's an 8-step process to get into your account, find the right thing, and actually activate it. And I couldn't even find it on my own account. I did update the app, so that should have helped me. And then I looked down for this little box where it says, we'll put our money into your future. You're supposed to tap on learn more whenever you find that, and then you can tap on activate, then you continue, and then you're done. And I literally couldn't find that on my Acorns account anywhere. Now, granted, I might not see it because I don't have any money in the account. Even though it says my later account is active, technically, there's $0 in it. I've never put any money into it. I've never used it. I would hope that the feature would be there now for all of us, because I don't want to miss out on the match. I don't want to put money into it and not get the match. And personally, I don't like that verbiage of making it difficult to find. First of all, I think it should be automatic. If you're paying the money, you should have this automatically happen for you. Whether you realize it or not, you should be getting the benefit. It'd be like if you paid for Planet Fitness, you somehow got the benefit in your body of exercising whether you showed up or not. That's what I wish we could do within the Acorns app with this feature, but they're choosing to make you have to go and find this feature and then activate it. So make sure if you're planning on doing this, if you're using an IRA with Acorns, you actually go in here, follow the steps, and make sure it's activated for yourself. And even then, I wish that was more up front. I wish that whenever you first open the app and you said, hey, show me this new feature, it blew up in your face and said, check this out, man. You can get a match now. You should opt into this. Show me a cute little diagram of how this works and a little squirrel holding a dollar bill or whatever. And I say, yes, opt me in. Like, I wish it was front and center. But instead, it's almost like you have to go and seek it out and find it. And I don't know. It just feels like they're planning on people not finding it, which I don't love. I don't like the vibe of that. The third thing that I don't love about this change is that the waiting period is long. Now, technically, it could be longer. Cough, Robinhood, cough, cough. But still, 4 years is a freaking long time. I feel like ideally it'd be more like 1 or 2 years, but you know, Acorns has done the math. They figured out what they need to do to have a business case here, and so it's 4 years. The fourth thing I don't love about this change is that the personal plan can allow you to opt out of the price increase if you really want to. You can stay at $5 per month, but if you don't opt into the $6 per month, you don't get the match. I don't know, it feels like a weird option to me. Is there's that many people out there who are gonna really want to stay at $5 per month? And in that case, I wonder if there could be a similar option for the premium plan, that somebody could opt into that and say, hey, starting July 1st, I want the premium plan, but I don't need the match. So let me just pay $9 per month instead of $12. You know, it's funny that they only give that for the personal plan. My complaints aren't the end of the world. I don't think this is a terrible feature that everyone should avoid or be pissed off about. I just think that it could be a little bit better if they did the things that I talked about. And speaking of could be better, if we're going to compare this match or a Robinhood IRA match or a WeBull IRA match, or basically any IRA match that's hosted from a brokerage company compared to a 401k match, your 401k match will always be better than this IRA match. Okay, maybe not literally always. 99% of the time, your 401k match will be better. And the reason is a 401k match is a dollar for dollar match. AKA it's 100%. So let's say you put in a certain percentage of your salary, that's $100 a month, and your employer matches you $100 a month. That's a 100% gain that you're getting. Dollar for dollar equals 100%. These matches that we're talking about at Acorns is a 1% match or a 3% match, not a 100% match. So it's a big, big difference. The actual numerical difference that it makes to the bottom line of your investing account is huge. So don't get those mixed up. If you've got something like a 3 or a 5 or 6% match at your 401k, especially if it doesn't have a vesting period, that is going to make you a lot more money than any brokerage IRA match. Now, if you're already taking full advantage of a 401k match and you just want to squeeze out every last drop of benefit you can get, something like this can be really useful because it's an extra 70 to 240 bucks a year. But I would expect you to be making 70 to 240 bucks a month probably with a 401k match. So just read the fine print of your 401k match, make sure you understand that, make sure you understand the vesting period there, how much you have to contribute to get the full benefit, and then compare that to this one. Come back and watch this video again. and again. So then, of course, being the nerd that I am, I was curious, how much do we need to invest to get Acorns for free? How much do we have to contribute to our IRA to get a match that's equal to what Acorns costs every year? Well, at the personal plan, at that middle level, you can't actually have it pay for itself, because if you max out your IRA and you get a 1% match on that, that's $70 per year. Then when you're paying $6 per month, that's $72 per year. So it'll never totally pay for itself. Well, pay for itself. The match amount will never pay for the membership amount, but you can make that happen with the premium tier. So if you've got 12 months of the year times $12 per year, that's $144 per year and a maximum benefit of $210 per year. So it can more than compensate for the actual cost. But also, don't forget, everyone likes to remind me in the comments, that if you direct deposit enough money into Acorns, which I think is $250 per month the last time I checked, then they'll actually waive the membership fee. Okay, I just verified on their website to make sure that was true. It is. It says the waiver will be applied to either the $6 or $12 tiers as long as you have an active direct deposit setup. So at least $250 per month direct deposited into your account, and they'll waive the overall fee of Acorns. So if you're going to direct deposit that much anyway, then the price increase means nothing to you, because now you're just getting more benefits and you're getting this match for free, just like you're getting Acorns for free. So that's pretty cool for you. But now the big question we need to answer is, how good is the Acorns IRA match compared to the Robinhood Gold IRA match? And for that answer, you're gonna have to watch this video next. Sorry, that feels like kind of a getcha. Just felt like a big enough topic that it was worth its own video just to highlight those two companies and make sure that the differences are very clearly explained. So you can watch this video next to see that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Secret comment word is rain. All right, bye.